Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? Well, what is this that I can't see with ice cold hands taking hold of me? Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell. Whoa, death, someone would pray. Could you wait to call me another day? The children pray, the preacher preached. Time and mercy is out of your reach. I'll fix your feet till you can't walk. I'll lock your jaw till you can't talk. I'll close your eyes so you can't see. This very hour, come and go with me. In death I come to take the soul, leave the body and leave it cold, to drop the flesh off of the frame. The earth and worms both have a claim. Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? Won't you spare me over till another year?
Yeah, those are about as big a wolf tracks as I think we've ever seen. This must be for all that snow travel they do up here. So we are on our little spot here. This huge lake in front of us, big wide open. We got a bunch of ravens and crows just like ringing a dinner bell over in this little cove just to our right. Birds are talking like crazy. So hopefully we get some wolves to come in. We can move around a little bit. We're kind of tucked into this grass and got some trees right in front of us, so it feels like it's the perfect situation. But this could be a long day of just hoping that something comes in. The birds are doing their job. They're talking it up, so hopefully that attracts some wolves. They were here last night. They were howling like crazy all in this spot. But they're probably off with fat, full bellies right now, sleeping it off. I can see, like, there's always a herd of, I guess, what is it, a murder of ravens?
A murder, that's what it is.
There's a murder over here. There's a little murder over here.
See, again, a murder.
And a big murder over here.
Why are they called a murder? See, everything about it feels wrong. Remember that movie? Did you ever see that movie, Dark Crystal?
Uh-oh.
I mean, it was our generation. Came out, you know. But the crow-like birds.
I don't remember. I never saw it.
Or, there's that other awesome movie, Lord of the Rings.
I definitely didn't see that.
Yeah, same thing happens.
Like that.
Like the sorcerers, they use the eyeballs of the ravens to spy. Feels like that. That's what it feels like.
Well, for the last couple hours, every 10 minutes, one of those ravens kind of swings right over us, eyeballs us. He goes back and tells his buddies.
Still here.
And they're just not flocking in. You get singles instead of these big murders converging on the spot over here.
It's funny there.
Wait for that howl. We had good howling this morning.
We did. Hearing those wolves howl was about the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, they were close too. 2 or 3 of them, but they were spread out.
Yeah.
They were split up.
I swear I look over there and there's like mirages.
Oh, I know, I've seen about 10 of them right down the edge of that timber line.
Yeah. It's so bright, man.
Yeah, should have brought the sunscreen on this one. It's blinding, actually.
I swam across my fair share of ponds like this. What's the farthest you swam?
Oh. Exactly the distance, but it was the dumbest swim I've ever done. And the farthest swim I've ever done. Yeah. We were camping. And I pulled my boat up to go grab something. And Hillary and Bailey was a baby. And went up on the shore to get something. And another boat came by and the wave came up, pulled my boat off. It was just a lightweight little pram. And so it went floating out, you know, the wind was pushing it.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I think I can catch it. And it was,
You'd have been.
it was
40.
like June on Lake Chelan. So it was all the snow melt is coming down. It was like a cold plunge. And I don't know. By the time I got to it, I couldn't see that far to where Hillary and Paley were watching me.
Oh
They
my
were
gosh.
specs. I would go and I was like, oh, I think I'm gaining on it. And then I wouldn't be gaining on it at all. That just tells you how strong of a swimmer I am, because I should have died. I had to be a mile and a half offshore by the time I caught it.
Dude, you had
And
to
the
be,
wind just kept pulling it.
you had to be frozen.
Oh, I could. It took me a while to get myself drug up into that boat, and then I finally sprawled out. You know, I was toast.
You know what that reminds me of?
Toast.
That reminds me of that book by Ranella, Hunting Stories.
Mm.
The story, not that book, but where all of these people do stupid things and die.
Yeah.
That's what that sounds
Look,
like.
That was probably the stupidest thing I've ever done.
I don't know, that
Hillary would agree with
off
me.
those cliffs was pretty dumb. That was pretty dumb.
Yeah. No, I think I was pretty sure at about halfway, when I wasn't gaining any ground, I was too far out there to come back. But I'm pretty sure Hill thought I was dead too at that point.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Mind over matter. I wasn't gonna give up. Let that boat get away.
It's when it's cold, that'll kill you.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I remember that whole swim. I was just thinking about, when am I going to cramp up to the point that I can't swim anymore? But somehow I made it.
A lot of things I did to see if I could do it, with the consequences of dying if you couldn't. What is the closest you came to dying?
Probably that day I took that swim.
Really?
Probably. Yeah, I realized how dumb it was. A couple 100 yards off the shore when I wasn't gaining. Plan is we're each going to line up two of them. When we start the count, we're going to be on target.
Okay, but you better have the same gap between
3.
better have the same gap between the 1 and the 2 as you do the 2 and the 3.
It's 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't go 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Take the one on the far left.
You're gonna take the front one.
I'll take the one on the right.
Yeah, I'll take the one on the left, but wait till they're in the... You say when? Okay. I'm ready when you are.
out broadside.
Which one are you on?
What?
Which one are you on?
Second to the right.
Okay.
I'm on the far right. I'm on one.
Okay, go ahead and count it off.
Okay. Hold on, he's not lined up yet.
Okay.
Are you on him?
Yes.
1, 2.
That was a crap show.
It was nuts. I was kind of thinking, trying to shoot two at the exact same time was going to be difficult. And it was.
Especially when I shoot first.
Especially when you jump the gun a little bit. 1, 2. Never even got close to 3, but it's alright. We got a dead wolf. Big old thing too. Things came 30 yards from us right here.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, Brian's looking this way. I just look over and there's this big old rainbow frame right behind us. They were poking it. First day.
Dude, that was special just seeing them this close to us, walking by. I mean, they just look so predatory.
The wind was perfect. You had a witness. Because they just came right down this lake shore. Took 1 of 4. First day, we still got 7 days left.
Wow. That thing is huge. That thing is huge. Holy cow, Ryan. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Look at the coat on that thing.
Look at the size of that thing. That is not like the ones we took before. Holy cow. No wonder they kill moose. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow.
Man, how thick that coat is.
Look at that. Look how full that belly is, dude. Look at that. Look at that, Ryan. That is different.
That is just huge.
Wow. Dude, the weight of it. The thickness of this thing, man. And the height, when they came across that flat, I was like awestruck just by the sheer muscle and size of these things. But to see it up close, man, can you see it in the camera? Is it capturing the size? Holy cow. I mean, That is so intimidating.
Wow.
My gosh. My gosh.
Impressive animals, aren't they?
Look at those teeth right there. All like broken off and hollowed. You know, dude, I don't know. It's just so big. It's not like, even when I've seen wolves like in southeast Alaska, it's not like this. The bones on this, the size.
This is, yeah, this isn't like what we're seeing in Idaho and Montana. Man.
You know, when you see one up close and you open up that jaw and you look at those teeth, those fangs, and you just see everything, the size of these things, like the sheer muscle they're built to kill. I don't have any regrets or anything like that when it comes to hunting predators. I don't know how many moose are left in this little spot because there's been a pack running it, but you know, if we're able to take a few wolves out of here, definitely gonna probably save some of those young calves that drop this spring. Over time, those wolves will be back in here doing what they're doing right now.
Well, that's just all the colors. Look at that. Red, like fox-like red. The ears.
Yeah, when we were lining up on them,
Golly.
I just looked. The one you were lined up on was bigger, but just by a hair.
I couldn't tell. The first two were the biggest.
I don't even know how a moose survives up here right now. It's unbelievable that they can survive. These things are just killing machines. They kill with ease. I mean, they're massive. And if they want something, if the pack is big enough and they want it down, they're going to take it down. No doubt about it. But yeah, I feel like it's a weird thing, but we're predators. We're out there hunting. We're taking animals, and so are they. So we are competing a little bit. There's no doubt about it. We love everything about them. You know, you got to admire how tough they have to be to survive where they do and the temperatures that they do. Most people never get to hear them howling. Most people, you know, they have opinions on them. They don't see them hunt. They don't watch them. You know, I don't hunt anything just for the meat. I don't go out and hunt moose just for the meat. I don't go hunt mule deer, elk just for the meat. You know, it's an experience. It's being a part of the process. running this trail out to another pond, and there's just tracks. We're hitting wolf trails everywhere. Pretty much all through these woods, you've got fresh tracks for the last few days, it looks like. So it's promising. Big pads. I think there's a lot of wolves up here. We haven't really gone any amount of distance at all without cutting tracks, just back and forth, back and forth. They get on these trails and they just cruise. It's like pond to pond to pond. There's a lot of dogs in here.
Yet. I think it's gonna be a long day of sitting and waiting. But at the end of the day, I think it's gonna be between 5 and 5:30. It's gonna happen.
the collared wolf. What you gonna do?
Those black wolves are pretty cool.
There's lots of black wolves.
But a collared one would give us a lot of information. So...
It sounds like there's lots of black wolves, but they've never seen a collared wolf.
That's true. It'd be interesting to know where he's gone. So what I'm thinking is, both at the same time, they're gonna line up.
Two unicorns at the same time.
Yes. Yes, that's what's gonna happen.
That is one hell of a manifestation.
It's gonna happen.
That happens.
I've seen it in my head all day. They're gonna walk. What's behind the other one? Perfectly lined up. This thing is running a little over 3,700 feet per second. I think it can happen.
I'm ready for it.
But if I've only got one, probably the collared wolf. I think I'm gonna go for the collared. He looked like a big male, so that would be interesting data to know later.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a long sit today. I think we've been here about 12 hours, 12 and a half hours. No wolves. No howls today. It's pretty quiet. Just a lot of birds. So, go back, regroup, and I'm not sure where we'll be tomorrow, but might be back here tomorrow. Oh, there's a wolf. He's on it. Just walked right by it. He's on it. Shoot, Brian. Go ahead. Black one. You saw a second one. I can hear him. Did you see the second one?
A huge black one.
they came in, like the minute we thought it was done for the day, I looked over and I just saw something white go by the brush. That's the collared one. Listen.
I know. So I just said
Just
they've been
going off.
they're howling.
That is a solid collar. They've been chewing on it.
That is a big.
Gosh, that's a big one. Man, they're just so impressive. The head of this thing is just huge. Huge. It's just some serious weight on this collar. But yeah, different. You know, this hunt right here is really different. Something about these wolves. There's, I don't know, they're predators, we're predators. We're both competing for the same food source. And I just found a real addiction to trying to outsmart them. And see more of them, hear more of them, learn more about them. And that's the phase I'm going through right now. I love everything about it. Dude, look how big he is. I mean, his head is just huge. Absolutely huge. These things are just like all legs, all feet, and all skull, all head.
Dude, I told you.
I can't even believe.
He's got a perpetual snarl.
Yeah, how big they are. You said he looks kind of like the wolf in Little Red Riding Hood. He's kind of got that look.
He's got that villain.
He's got just a natural snarl to him when he get his head up. But gosh dang, so impressive. Lord, I can't wait to hear the story of where he came from with his collar. It's not something you see very often, but this collar is huge. I mean, it'd have to be to keep it on him, but they've just chewed the tar out of this thing, trying to get it off. They did a pretty good job, but it's a massive collar, and there's just this iridium battery, I guess. Big box they've got on there. It's a lot of weight.
GPS?
Yeah, so we'll be able to hopefully get some data and see where he came from and how long it took him to get here. They're saying is there hasn't really been a collaring program in this area, so there have been, but several hundred miles away from here. So it's going to be interesting to follow up on this guy and see where he is, what his story is. Pretty unique. But gosh, man. There was multiple moose kills in this one little section of old trap line, you know, up north of us here. 3 moose kills in a small area in short order, like they killed them in a short span. These moose just get ripped to shreds. That's ugly. That's ugly when you think about it. And it happens every day up here. It's tough to explain unless you're a part of it and you've done this. You know, the respect we have for animals is something we can't really put into words to those that don't hunt them. We've got predators out here that are taking moose down like crazy. We take moose in the fall season. When we do a little part, you know, we're not affecting the wolf population up here whatsoever. We're saving a few moose here and there. But we can't help with the balance of it a little bit. toast.
Honestly, you look like a sissy.
That's probably true. But I'm a warm sissy right now.
No, okay, I'm a little jealous.
The feet, the legs, warm.
What's your prediction?
It's gonna be a last light situation. We're gonna be sitting here all day. Probably about 8 to 8:30. Something good's gonna happen. We just got an open pond in front of us with like this channel that runs out where the tracks went to, so we're hoping those wolves circle around and end up back on this pond. It's a total crapshoot, but they were here this morning. So it's a good play, I think. Yeah, there are a lot of tracks out there on that ice. Those wolves were here this morning, fresh tracks, as well as last night and the day before. I think they were here all afternoon. There's wolf sign all along the banks, all the way up the canyon. I mean, everywhere there's wolf sign. They've been hanging out in the grass on the lake. So, I mean, a lot of wolves. So we just need one or two to pop in here before the sun goes down. Hopefully, us checking it out and getting into position didn't really spook anything out of here, but we'll see what happens. comes another one, Brian. Brian, here comes another one. Are you on him? Brian, are you on him? Brian, can you take him? Are you on him? Oh, shit. He ain't stopping. So that first wolf that came in so close, I mean, we were letting him come close that we'd maybe get shots at both of them. But he was at 29.3 yards when I shot him from here. That's how close he was. So it's getting a little risky. At 29 yards, he's looking right down the ends of our scopes. And he kind of figured out something was here. I don't know if it was the difference of the terrain that he recognized. You know, we built up this blind, or if he could see anything. But yeah, that was the time to shoot. 29 yards, that was so close.
My hand is frozen. My fingers are in pain. I was working that camera for what seemed like forever.
Yeah, and then another one came out. And I couldn't tell if you could hear me or not. I was like, because he just popped out of the reeds down here.
Yeah.
And I was like, Brian, I was just hoping you were going to get him, like get any of them. Just, they're so cool to watch. When they were over at 400 on that mound, chewing on that bone, I was just glassing them up and watching them do their thing.
Dude, when he was right here in front, I was like, Ryan, shoot him.
I was waiting for you to shoot him. I was
Me?
like,
I'm filming, dude.
Man, you're going to pull the trigger at any time. I was like, all right, now we're going to blow it if we don't just pull the trigger. Yeah, I didn't know if you got any of it. So I was like, they're so close. I didn't know if you could even move it over there, but
I backed it up as far as I could. I was going to lose him. He was going to be too close to film.
I was out to 20 power at some point when they were out to 400. And they got in here, and then he was like 40 yards. I had to back it way, way out. And then pull it in tight on this last one that just was... Boy, I'm glad he stopped out there and gave me a shot. I dumped him.
You can hear the ice on the lake cracking.
Yeah.
Popping and stuff.
Or it's cold.
Or just it's actually refreezing is what it's doing.
I think it is nearly impossible for those who do not live wild to understand why we hunt wolves. Most modern people have lost their connection to the wild, and all the explanations in the world will not suffice to help them understand. Until a man returns to the wild where he comes from and hunts to live, until he spends weeks, months, and even years outside, struggling to stay warm, to find prey, and to kill to eat, the hunting of wolves will remain an enigma. The thing is, hunting wolves needs no explanation to those of us that make nature our home. To those who do not understand us, I share the following. Despite our ever-changing, ever-indignant world, with its growing ignorance of and indifference to the way of the wild, I remain a predator, pitying those who revel in artificiality and synthetic success, while regarding me and my kind as relics of a time and place no longer valued or understood. I stalk a real world of dark wood and tall grass, stirred by the restless wind blowing across sunlit water and star-streamed skies, and on those occasions when I choose to kill, to claim some small part of nature's bounty for my own, I do so by choice, quickly, with the learned efficiency of a skilled hunter. Further, in my heart and mind I know the truth, and I make no apologies for my actions or my place in time. Others around me may opt to eat only plants, nuts, and fruits, and still others may employ faceless strangers to procure their meats, their leather, their feathers, and all the niceties and necessities of life, such as their right, of course, and I wish them well. All I ask in return is no one begrudge me and all of us that answer the primordial stirring within our hunters' souls, my right to do some of these things myself.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in and watching the new film. What a wild experience this was. We didn't expect it to be that cold, that wild, that remote, and to be surrounded by so many wolves. And, you know, wolf hunting is a touchy subject, and we wanted to present it in a way that really told the hunter's story, hunter's perspective, and I hope we did that. Leave us a comment below. Let us know what you think of the film, what your thoughts are on wolf hunting in general. We'd like to respond to all of them. We try to, as you guys know, that have been following us for a while, get to those comments and really engage with you. And if you do that, that'll help us grow the channel as well. There's a brand new channel, the New Gritty Films channel. We only put videos here, nothing else, films here. There's no podcast content on this channel. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of our upcoming films. And we've got 8
brand new films coming your way that are long like this. They're all between an hour and a half and 2 hours long. And we'll drop 1 or 2 per month over the next 4 to 5 months right here on this channel. And right now, if you're interested in doing this wolf hunt and keen to do it, Ryan and I are doing a giveaway. It's our first time we've done a hunt giveaway. You can join Ryan and I in wolf camp, and you can bring 1 friend. So it's for you and a buddy. Join us at wolf camp March 2025 or 2026 if this year won't work for you, this upcoming year. And what the package includes is a gift card from Weatherby, a rifle scope from Leupold. We've got for you Schnee's boots, all the Peaks gear that you need. We've got some stealthy gear, bunch of gear to go along with the package and the giveaway. We also have a fitness training program for you from Outdoor Training Solutions. It's an $800 valued product where you sign up and you're able to get on a fitness protocol that'll get you ready for this hunt and other hunts like what we like to do. But don't be intimidated. It's a great program for those of you that have been out of fitness for a long time. So the whole kit and caboodle, you can win it all. All you got to do is use the code WOLF and shop at the Gritty store. Buy a hat, a shirt, a sticker, or use the code WOLF and shop at stealthyhunter.com. Get the rifle cover glassing pad, any supplements, or go to westernhuntingsummit.com. Use the code WOLF and get a Western Hunting Summit ticket or pass for this year's Western Hunting Summit. Any of those will get you entered to win. Every $10 you spend will get you entered to win. You have between now and December 1st at midnight to be entered. And we're going to pick that winner December 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, sometime in those few days after the giveaway closes. And every $10 is an entry. So do the math. If you get the Western Hunting Summit Pass, well, that's 150 extra entries. But like I said, it's just $10. Every $10 is an entry. If you want to help us grow this channel, leave a comment and like and subscribe to the channel. And we're going to give away a Stealthy Hunter glassing pad, rifle cover, Peaks trekking poles, and headlamp to some lucky person who leaves us a comment below. And if you share the hunt on Instagram and tag Brian_Call or Stealthy Hunter, you'll be entered to win a pair of trekking poles from Peaks Equipment. And if you want to see another great film, be here next Sunday. I drew a once-in-a-lifetime archery elk tag. It was an incredible experience. I'm going to bring you on that journey. It's a great film. I hope you love it. Tune in next Sunday for that. And if you're a fan of ours, please just share the film with somebody, a brother, a buddy, a father, anybody, somebody. Send them a link and say, hey, you got to check these guys out. Check out their films. They're great. We would appreciate that. That is the best way to help us grow. We wouldn't be where we are today if we didn't have all of you guys out there supporting us, leaving comments, sharing our stuff, and just being there for us. So we thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Stay gritty.